Fox 6 News.
Good evening. Our big story at 5 o'clock. Changes could be coming after a Milwaukee man dies in the back of a police squad car.
And now the attorney for Derek Williams, the man who died in police custody, and the NAACP both say the way such cases are handled on the scene and during the discipline process needs an overhaul. Fox 6's Myra Sanchik has learned Milwaukee's Fire and Police Commission will talk about this in a couple of cases on Thursday. She's live in the news now with the latest. Myra, what can you tell us?
Well, this week's It's Likely we'll have some answers on how several recent cases concerning Milwaukee police officers and their alleged behavior are moving ahead. The disturbing video of 22-year-old Derek Williams suffocating in the back of a Milwaukee police squad after he asked for air and asked for an ambulance in July of 2011 is on the front burner of those concerned about civil rights violations. The district attorney is expected to name an independent prosecutor to head an inquest any day now. And there are concerns that there is more widespread disregard for civil rights. In documents obtained by Fox 6 News, two Milwaukee police officers on the scene of the Williams death, Jeffrey Klein and Gregory Kuspa, were also on the scene of another case being investigated by a John Doe probe. Klein and Kuspa were on the scene in another case when at least one suspect was subject to an illegal cavity search by another officer.
I think it's a combination of...
An attorney in both cases is calling for an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Because of all the issues involving the department itself, and I think the deterioration of the trust of the department and the chief, that it warrants and behooves the Department of Justice to potentially review the department as a whole in regard to whether there has been and continues to be a pattern in practice of civil rights violations that have been continuing and maybe are continuing to this day.
Monday, the NAACP is calling for a restructuring of the Fire and Police Commission to focus on citizen input. It also is calling for strengthening the Civil Equal Rights Commission, reestablishing the County Human Rights Commission, and creating a state office of human rights to hear civil rights complaints. And right now I'm waiting to hear back from the chief's office to see if there's any response to all of this. The chief is scheduled to meet with the Fire and Police Commission behind closed doors before its regular meeting on Thursday. Live in the newsroom, Myra Sanchik, Fox 6 News.
All right, Myra, thanks. We'll have more on Thursday. Meanwhile, one person has been hurt in an industrial accident in Pewaukee. It happened